I'd like to think there will be a plateau with online shopping. And I get it, there's always going to be a place for it. I'd like to think that there will always be a market for people coming in, having a look at the products. Things like televisions. You want to come in and see what the picture quality is like, the sound quality, which it doesn't matter how much you search online, you're never going to get that.
I started early. I think I was 13 when I started working in here, and we were doing cycles then as well, so I was just cycle repair guy. Took me a little while till I was out on the deliveries. On today's episode of Retailing for Now, I talked to Andrew Lord from Lord's Electrical, who has 2 euronics stores and a very popular YouTube channel. Just how has he grown his subscriber count to over 80,000 subscribers? Let's find out. Andrew, welcome.
Hi, morning.
Right, so like us, you're a euronics retailer.
Yeah.
But unlike us, you have 2 shops. So if you want to explain a little bit about yourself and how you've got 2 shops.
Yeah, so my name's Andrew Lord. I'm one of the directors of Lord's Electrical with my father, Phil. My dad, Phil, has been around in the business a lot longer than I have, obviously.
Yeah. And still actively involved?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's heavily involved with euronics as well. But the business started in 1926. So we've been around for quite a few years now.
Yeah.
Almost 100 years coming up, which we're looking forward to. But my role in the business mainly is the buying side. So I suppose I'm looking to see products that are coming up or on offer. We've got a lot of data as to what we've sold in the past. I suppose it's deciding what goes into the branches.
Yeah.
That's really that's my passion. That's what I really enjoy.
Actually ranging the products.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so your shops, do you sell exactly the same in both shops?
Pretty much. We've got, as I say, the 2 branches, one in Wixton and Leicester, and the other in Rugby and Warwickshire. The one in Rugby is a larger showroom, and with that branch, it has range cookers and American fridge freezers as well.
Okay.
We recently had an expansion over there, so we took on a shop next door, and that's going well so far.
No, that's good.
Nice.
No, I saw that on social media. That all looked really well.
Yeah, so it's trying to get the name out there to show people what we're doing.
Let people know that you have actually got that in stock.
Yeah.
And you've got a good range now.
Yeah.
So how many fridge freezers, American style, would you have in stock?
Yeah, so we try and cover a lot of different price ranges, a lot of different brands. I suppose we mainly cover the euronics brands that they stock, because we always know we're going to be competitively priced.
Yeah, definitely.
And the pricing is always up to date with other companies as well, which is always a very important thing in the market nowadays.
It's nice when people come in and you are dead on the price. I mean, you must be like us, so we're always constantly checking prices, but luckily with euronics, whatever we buy from there, it's done for us.
Yeah.
And you must be like us, so our computer system is updated automatically. Yeah. So as soon as a price changes up or down, it's changed. The only thing we have to change is the actual price ticket or the actual appliance. Or have you got the electronic tickets?
We've got the electronic tickets.
Here we go.
Yeah. So we were one of the early adopters in that.
Yeah.
And
no, we wanted to get on that. So how's that gone?
Yeah. It had its teeth and issues in the first place.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of work to get it set up. But I must admit now, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
And across a lot of the products in the showroom, the digital price tickets are absolutely brilliant.
Right.
You know, as sometimes the price will change either daily or sometimes twice daily. We don't have to worry about it. It just syncs with our computer system, website, digital price tickets. Everything runs seamless.
So that can be really frustrating for us. I mean, the customers like it when, say, the price is 300 and they get to the till it's 250. Yeah. They don't like it when it's the other way around.
No.
They kind of hate that. And we just have to explain to them. Sorry, we've forgot to change that one. Yeah. But yeah, that's not good. So you said your dad's heavily involved in euronics. He was a director, or is he still is a director?
Yeah, still a director there.
Yeah. So what's his main role as the director in euronics then? What does he do?
So he is part of the board there over at euronics. And he likes to feel that he's got a place within there. So he's quite active within the board. And I suppose as they see him as a valued part of the board, then he'll carry on. Yeah. But no, he really enjoys it. He's been doing it for several years.
And he's been doing a lot with the new computer system and everything.
He has, yes.
Yeah.
So he thoroughly enjoys that side of it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So how long has he been a director with euronics? It's been a while?
It's quite a few years.
Yeah.
I don't know exactly. It's got to be 10 years plus.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Is that something you'd like to do?
Possibly
in the future?
Yeah, possibly. Yeah.
Nice. No, that's good. So, what is your favourite product in the shop? You must have favourite range of products that you like to sell.
I suppose my my passion, and this will sound a little bit sad.
Yeah.
My passion has always been cordless vacuum cleaners.
Yeah,
So-
and I can tell that from your YouTube channel, especially your older stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's really where I suppose YouTube all started.
Yeah.
So I set up a website called Go Cordless.
And is that still going now?
Yeah.
Yeah?
And that was purely to sell cordless vacuum cleaners on.
Okay.
So it was in the very early days, and once we were selling products on there, and it's going very well, and it still goes well today.
Yeah.
But what we had people coming to us for advice, and the most popular video that I've done was cleaning a Dyson vacuum cleaner.
So how many views?
And at the moment 5.6 million.
Nice.
So that's still going well for me.
That's really good.
But
and obviously you get revenue from YouTube.
yes.
So that must be nice every week, every month, seeing that just trickling in the background.
Yeah. But yeah, with that one, that's what people were doing. They were having issues with the vacuum, and they were coming to me for advice on how to either take it apart or clean it because they're having problems, rather than just either throwing it away. You know, I'm quite passionate when it comes to people trying to repair things, or not just throw things into landfill.
Yeah, because it's so easy to do, because there's not many repair guys out there now.
No.
And they're expensive to get repaired anyway.
They are.
So if you can do the maintenance side of it, and a lot of people don't clean their stuff, do they?
No.
Because when we go out installing aerials and stuff, I sometimes have to ask to borrow the vacuum cleaner. Generally, they're full up. And we're like, so we've got to empty everything first. And we do mention to the customers that you should actually clean them a lot more than you are doing, and the filters. And you must get the same as us. People will bring them in saying, look, this doesn't work. I've only bought it a few months ago. I'm like, have you cleaned it?
Yeah.
And we have recommended your channels before, if it's an older model, and or even a current model. I'll just say search on his channel, he'll have a cleaning video, and they've done it and cleaned them up. If we don't ourselves know how to clean it.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, some people don't even know they've got a filter.
A quick break from the podcast to mention our sponsors, and they are Vispera. They make quality TVs, just like this one here, which is powered by Vida. Vida is the operating system. If you've ever used a Vida operating system, you know it is a great one, and you can even download an app for your phone to control the whole TV from your phone. This is part of their elegant range, so it comes in a 27-inch and a 32-inch. They also do another range of TVs powered by Tizen. So again, you get all the apps that you're used to, so all the iPlayers, Netflix, Amazon, Disney. They're easy to use, and they all come with a 2-year warranty. The next time you're thinking of buying a TV, why not try a Vispera? And these are an exclusive brand to Euronics. Euronics has over 450 members with 600 stores nationwide. Right, so that's what's got you into YouTube, and you're very successful at it, over 80,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
Would you advise other retailers, especially Euronics retailers, because we're both Euronics, to actually get involved? Because when we go to conferences, like the last one we just went to, I had a lot of people come up to me, because I'm more on TikTok, and they say, we want to do this, but we don't really know how. We haven't got time. You're running 2 businesses and a very successful YouTube channel. How are you doing it?
I'm quite passionate about doing 2 videos a week.
Okay.
So
consistency.
Yeah. And YouTube likes that. So YouTube likes the consistency within its algorithms. So every Wednesday and Saturday, I'll post 2 videos. I might record them at different times, but I always schedule them to come out on a Wednesday morning and Saturday morning, and I've done that for years, and that seems to work for me.
So subscribers are actually, they're waiting, aren't they?
Yeah.
They know that video's coming out.
Yeah.
No, that's really good.
But yeah, it's the kind of thing, I always make time for it. So I always get into work early. I'm always in work for 6, 6:30 in the morning, before the shops open, before other staff have arrived, just to make sure I'm there on my own. I'm not too keen on other people listening to what I'm doing.
I don't, to be fair, I like to be trapped up way up here. Early or late is when I do it. Plus, when I think customers are about, you don't want the background noise anyway, do you?
No.
On the YouTube videos, you want the sound to be nice.
Yeah.
So you're consistent. How are you recording? Are you just using your phone? Are you using a camera?
So no, I've got a little bit old school.
Yeah.
When it comes to the camera. So this is just an old Sony 4K camera,
Nice.
and I've had that for several years now.
Yeah.
Something that a lot of subscribers commented on was originally the sound quality was quite poor. I was used to using a standalone microphone with that, and now I use a wireless system, so it's just a Rode wireless Go 2, and this has worked wonders for me because I just find that the sound quality is so much better. I just have a little lavalier mic there, and I can just walk around. Everything's wireless. And
it's good because as soon as you turn away from the camera, traditionally your voice would have got a lot quieter, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
But now it doesn't matter. You can walk away and the voice is exactly the same.
Yeah, I can walk out the building onto the street.
Yeah.
And it's still recording the same.
Yeah, and what mic was that again?
So it's the wireless Go 2 Rode.
Wireless Go 2 Rode. Just for the people watching, if they want to do that. But so do you do any content on your phone? Or is it mainly...
A little bit.
Yeah.
So I've started to do a bit. I get inspired by yourself.
Right.
So I'm trying to do it a little bit more on TikTok, but
yeah.
I struggle with that, some of the shorter content.
Yeah.
But yes, I do a bit on there.
Okay, cool. And so with your camera, how do you edit? Because I'm assuming that's got to go into a computer.
Yep.
And then edit from there.
I just use something called Movie Maker.
Okay, yeah.
It's just a basic system for editing.
So do you have to pay for that?
No.
No, so it's free?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It works very well for me. It's easy to edit out any content, and I always need to edit quite a lot because especially some of the model numbers now, some of the products.
Well, if you look behind you, I've actually got a model number wrote down because I couldn't remember it, so I had it stuck up on my camera so I could just read from it.
Yeah, so some of them are so long now
that
it takes me several takes to remember some of the model numbers.
Yeah, see, I don't think people realise that. So we just see your edited versions and it looks seamless. Like you've just got the camera, bang, and it's done. It's not like that at all, is it? I mean, I do so many takes. I mean, I think I'm getting better now. And it does depend if you really like the thing you're talking about as well. And if you've got experience with it. If it's the first time unboxing it or something, you don't really know it, it might take a few takes to get the grasp of it. But when you've used a product, I don't know, it just flows off the tongue a lot easier.
Yeah, so some of say a 10-minute video for me might be an hour or hour and a half of recording, and then I just have to edit it all out. But that's just part of it. Yeah,
no, definitely. So Movie Maker, camera. On your phone, do you have an app that you edit?
Yes, so I use CapCut.
Yep, that's exactly what I use. Yep.
Inspired by yourself.
Yeah, awesome. So do you pay for that? Or you?
Not at the moment,
no. So you get the ads pop up. See, I can't stand ads. So I have to pay for it. Even I watch a lot of YouTube. I can't do ads. So I have to pay for YouTube. That's my one or my two things.
Yeah.
But ads, can't stand it.
Yeah.
And you find CapCut okay to edit with?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the good thing is, I think, if you don't know how to edit, you've got YouTube. So YouTube, just search in whatever you need and up it pops.
Yeah.
So it's really handy. So for other Euronics members out there, you suggest they should get involved?
I would.
Yeah.
And I think we get quite a few people coming in saying, because all the videos that I record of products, because I talk a lot about the products and what they do and how they work, what I do is I'll upload those to our website as well.
Yes.
So if somebody goes onto our website to go and have a look at a product, then they'll see me as well. Whether that's good or a bad thing, I'm not sure.
That's good. That's good.
But what they do is when they come in the shop, if they see me, I've had so many times where I've just seen you.
Yeah.
I've just seen you talking about the product. I don't really need you to tell me about it again because you've done your sales pitch on it. I'll have one of those, please. And
nice.
they almost gain the confidence. I suppose especially because I've been around for quite a few years now, if they've seen me talking about the product, then it just gives people a little bit more confidence. So yeah, I definitely recommend other Euronics retailers get into that kind of thing. Yeah, talking about the products and put them onto your website.
Yeah, well, people buy from people.
Yeah,
and they do like to see it. I mean, we do quite a bit on Facebook as well. And during COVID, I mean, our shop's a hardware shop as well, so we could stay open. Unfortunately, I guess you guys were locked down, just doing the deliveries and sales online. But I was doing videos every morning, and then we went not viral, but locally, everyone knew about Wade's, and it really changed our business. And I think that's what other dealers need to realise. People are on Facebook, they're on YouTube, they're on TikTok all the time. So it's just, I think it's a must, really. And that's why I'm trying to put more content out there now and actually give him work time. So I'll try and do it before work or after work. But really it is the main job now. If people don't know you're here, they're not going to shop with you. It's too easy to shop online. To come into online, I'm assuming you guys sell online as well. You said about your other website, but actually at the Lords, you do sell all your appliances online?
Yeah.
Do you find you sell more in the shop or online for you guys?
It's still, the majority is in the shop. People still like to come in, from our customer base, they still like to come in, see the product, feel the product, talk to someone about it. Because sometimes some of the information isn't available online.
No.
It could be things like wash times or how long does a dryer take to dry, and is that product suitable for my needs?
See, this is why I like your videos. And especially at the start of most of them, you get the tape measure out.
Yeah.
The amount of times I've gone on, I was like, I don't trust these other sites, but I know if you've done a video on it, it's right. So we literally just go on, bang, he's done the tape measure.
Yeah.
And you're completely right. So all that information is out there. With more customers seemingly to shop online, do you think there's still a place for the high street?
I think there will always be.
Yeah.
I'd like to think there will be, because we are predominantly on the high street.
Yeah.
And I love talking to people.
Yeah.
You know, that's something I love doing, and every day talking to customers. And I think I'd like to think there will be a plateau with online shopping. And I get it. There's always going to be a place for it.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, we have products, both of us, where there's just a model number. You can just go and search for that model number, and that's way too easy. But I'd like to think that there will always be a market for people coming in, having a look at the products. Things like televisions. You want to come in and see what the picture quality is like, the sound quality, which it doesn't matter how much you search online, you're never going to get that.
No. You need to get in. And the good thing, I think, with dealing face to face is the customer might come in thinking they need a £400 washing machine, but you might say, what features do you actually need? Yeah. You talk to them about their family, how many times they wash a week, and they might not need to spend 400, or they might need to spend a bit more to get a certain feature that they actually want, whether they want it really eco, so it's long, even though my customers don't seem to like the eco settings, or they want that super fast 28-minute full wash. With just putting washing machine into Google, you're not really going to get that, are you? You need that personal touch, I think.
Yeah, and the classic one for us is the heat pump tumble dryer.
Yeah.
You know, we do sell a lot now, and trying to explain to customers how energy efficient they are, using between half and a third of the electricity of a normal condenser dryer. But, you know, we get it into conversation. You know, you're talking to them, and if they've got a big family, so 5 or 6 people, if they're doing several loads a week, then, you know, going for a heat pump tumble dryer will save them so much money, energy-wise.
Yeah.
And also, if it's going to go into a garage, somebody might have been looking to buy a heat pump dryer, put it out to a garage or outhouse where they're not as energy efficient and they take so much longer to dry or don't even work. But it's talking to the customer before they made that buying decision. Yeah,
we had exactly that. The customer he come in, he knew exactly what he wanted. He had his money already, and I said, but let's go to the garage. It's not going to work. Yeah. He didn't understand it. I explained it to him a little while. He went out, and I think we lost the sound to somebody else. I think he went and bought it anyway, but I know he's not going to be happy with the results because they're just not going to work. Yeah. So talking about the heat pump tumble dryer, next year, everything changes for tumble dryers. No vented, no condenser. That's right. What do you make of that?
I think it's been very interesting for us. We're hoping that some of the brands are coming up with a plan B. Yeah. Where you can use a heat pump dryer outside or in a garage. But no, I think we are really going to come unstuck and have a lot of unhappy customers.
Yeah. We have so many people who just don't have the room for a tumble dryer. Now, I know a lot of the appliances, or the manufacturers, they're saying, well, you can always do a washer dryer. But I think the downside is always you just can't do it at the same speed. You've got to wash and then dry, where you could be washing, drying, and washing another load. Yeah. But we had Bosch in the other day, and that's what they were saying, that your sales for washer dryers are going to explode. But I don't know. We don't sell many. And I know if there's no option for a vented tumble dryer. We may sell more washer dryers, but what's your opinion of a washer dryer?
Exactly the same as yours.
Yeah.
We don't sell too many washer dryers at the moment.
No.
A lot of people want to wash their clothes and then take them out, put them into the dryer, have the next load of washing on.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, I don't think that'll work.
No, not at all. And I love when people, they just want the quick wash. And it doesn't matter how many times you tell them that Eco 3.5 hour for your washing machine is the best one. They don't like doing it, do they?
No, it's a pet hate of mine.
Yeah.
The quick washes, the 28-minute washes. Because what people do is they assume that the wash performance is going to be as good on a 28-minute wash as a 3-hour wash.
Yeah.
Also, it's going to be more energy efficient, which it isn't.
No.
So I've shown customers the instructions and the water and electricity consumptions, and sometimes they're amazed that a 28-minute wash could consume more, both water and electricity, compared to a 3-hour wash. They don't believe you.
No, not at all.
Showing them the facts.
Yeah.
And also engineers as well. You know, they don't like the quick washes because it's, especially when you're going up to a higher temperature, say 40 or 60 degrees, there's not enough time in the wash to help maintain the machine. Keep it clean.
No. And so many, I mean, how we explain it to customers a lot is like a car. If you're doing 3-hour drive, you can get there really quickly if you want to do it in 2.5 hours, but you're using a lot more fuel. Where if you go nice and steady, it takes a lot longer to get there, but you've got more money, you've got more fuel left.
That's exactly how I do it.
It is.
Yeah. And it's one way that customers go, oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the only way we've actually managed to get the customers to actually listen to us, because they just don't. If you just keep it about washing machines, they're like, no, we don't believe you at all. So no, I think that's good. I think the high street will always be here as long as we're giving, good service, good advice. We just need the extras on top, because we always seem to be fighting with the online guys who don't really offer much service. We get it where people have had appliances installed and we've had to go out and reinstall them, or they won't install their TV the way they want it, they won't mount it properly, so we go back and do that. So I do agree there's always going to be a place for the actual retail shop. Right, so we talked that your dad is in the business still.
Yeah.
Do you have any children?
I have, I've got 2 boys. So I've got Thomas, who's 18, and William, my youngest, he's 15 now. Okay,
so that's working age. So yes. Are they helping out?
Not at the moment.
No? Are they interested in helping out? Or is it
possibly long term.
Yeah.
I suppose when I was younger, when I was even going back to sort of 9, 10 years old, I was actively going after school and going into the business just to help out.
Yeah.
Could be sorting old invoices or something not too exciting. And then I got involved on the delivery side, helping the delivery guys go and install appliances.
Yeah.
But no, at the moment, my kids are not showing too much enthusiasm for the business. Whether that changes in years to come.
Yeah.
But I'm actively trying to encourage them to go off and to find something to do, to go and pave their own way in life. And if they decide to come into the business later on, then that's entirely up to them.
It's nice to think that's always there for them if they did want to come back and do that.
Yeah.
Like you. I mean, I started early. I think I was 13 when I started working in here, and we were doing cycles then as well. So I was just cycle repair guy. Took me a little while till I was out on the deliveries. My parents always said, "You're not coming in the business. There's not enough work for you. You've got to go and do something else." In hindsight, obviously they was only doing that to keep me working at school because they knew what I was like, and I was quite lazy. And school wasn't for me anyway, so they should have just realised that. And just said, quit school, come to the shop, because that's ultimately what I was going to do. Yeah. So it was all, weekends, some after schools, and then especially on the holidays. I remember, I think it was when I was 13, I did my first full summer here because all the staff went on holiday. Or the main manager, he went to Canada for 6 weeks. So we were thrown in. We had lots of work to do, cycle repairs and stuff. But I think it's good to give kids the opportunity of actually working in retail. I think everyone should work in retail, just to realise what we have to put up with sometimes, and negotiating that. I think it's good to try and keep the family involved in some way.
Yeah. And it's nice meeting people.
Yeah.
I love just chatting to people.
Yeah.
And as I said earlier, about recommending products.
Yeah.
I always find it interesting just talking to different people.
Yeah. So locally, do people know about your YouTube success?
Not
like
really.
locally to you?
Not
No?
really, no.
No.
I suppose I don't promote it as much as I could do or should do.
Yeah, because I watch all your social media stuff, and you don't really put any of your YouTube stuff, do you, on Facebook and let people know?
No.
No. So maybe that's something, because I think like people locally, I think they'll be amazed just how many subscribers that you do actually have. So when are you going to get to 100,000 and get your little placard on the wall?
Yeah, that's my ultimate aim.
Yeah, yeah.
At the current rate I'm going, I'm looking towards the end of 2025.
Nice.
But if it could be before that, then even better.
Yeah. So to make a good video, so we've talked about how you actually do it, what makes a good video for you?
I just try and find engagement. So I suppose what I try and do is when I talk about the product, I'll actively talk about things like the dimensions, the features, but also some of the good and the bad points about it. I always try and remain very impartial within the videos.
Yeah.
So even on some of the comparison videos I've done, where I'm comparing, say, a couple of vacuum cleaners, where I've talked about, say, comparing a Dyson and a Shark vacuum. I would never actively say, go and buy this one over this one.
Okay.
But that always seems to work well.
Is that to keep your brand loyalty?
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, and both brands like it.
Yeah.
You know, they like the fact that, you know, if one performs better or is more energy efficient or whatever it is, if it's better than another model, then so be it. But I always try and, within my videos, I will say if I don't agree with something.
Yeah.
Or, I mean, the classic one for me is on washing machines or tumble dryers, if it's got plastic hinges or door catches. That's something I just don't like it.
No.
I don't know why. I just think to, put metal hinges on it should be a given.
Yeah.
And some of the cheap brands are going the other way.
So talking about that, what about plastic adjustable feet on cookers? Because for us, it's a pain because they only give you an inch.
Yeah.
And you can't always get them very level. They wobble about a little bit. So that's kind of a pet hate for us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
very frustrating.
Yeah. I do like it when you get the range cookers. I think it's probably Rangemaster who do it, and you can adjust the back feet from the front.
Yeah.
Any appliance where you can adjust the back feet without bringing it out to adjust it and pushing it back in,
Yeah, definitely.
I think is always a good thing. So you're mainly in the shop, I take it. Do you do any installs anymore, or are you?
Not so much now.
No.
No.
Do you miss that side of things, or?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I still try and keep a little bit involved, but that's probably out of necessity rather than wanting to do it.
Yeah.
But no, I do like actually going out. We do TV aerials as well. So do you have an aerial like arm of the business, or do you sub that out?
No, we just sub that out to another company.
Yeah, but you install all your TVs that people buy from you?
Yeah, so we'll deliver, install them.
Yeah.
Same as with our integrated appliances and freestanding appliances on the washing machine side. So, we can install the washing machine, and also if it's something like an integrated dishwasher, fridge freezer, we can offer the full installation service, which majority of people want that.
Yeah, yeah. It's different just installing a freestanding machine to when you've actually got to fit it in with that door and make it look good. And it does take a little while, even for the experienced installer. You're looking an hour as an approximate time, I guess, an hour. I mean, we've had some jobs we've been there 3 hours, and we've had some jobs we've been there half an hour. You can never tell, can you, what you're going to come against?
Definitely not. And sometimes it's a bit frustrating because we're rectifying some issues that other either kitchen retailers have, even when they've installed a kitchen, it's either not square or not quite right size-wise. Sometimes it's a bit of a bodge job, but no, we'll always make sure that when we leave, that appliances look good in the kitchen.
Yeah, we always like to, if it's particularly bad when we get there, we always like to take a picture.
Yeah.
Just in case we can't get it really good, and then we can say, well, it looked like that before. It's now better.
Yeah.
So while we're talking about appliances, we both went to the Euronics conference, and Euronics are getting their own brand.
Yes.
They're actually getting 2. What do you think of them? Because I think you're the only person who's actually done a video online with these brands.
Yeah. Yeah, so the 2 brands, so the Schonhaus and the Sensis, I actually think it's going to be great. It's nice having our own brands that we can actively talk about, promote. We've put in what we call our display plans, so we're we're actively making space within our showrooms for both brands.
Yeah, we've done that as well. It's not cheap, is it?
It's not nice. That is a lot of investment.
Yeah.
But no, I think it'll be good. I think it will be a slow burner to get going, just to get the name out there with every customer you're talking to. A lot of people like to know the brands. They like a brand that they know.
Yeah.
And that's why, I mean, as retailers, we sell a huge amount of like Bosch, Hotpoint, that people know and love for many years.
That's the thing. I think if you've had a brand, say Bosch, and nothing has ever gone wrong with it, you're buying a Bosch next time, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's just the brand loyalty. But same, if that Bosch went wrong within the first year or 3 years, they won't buy one again. No. Even though that could just be a one-off. That brand loyalty is, it can be strong or it can be just go right the other way, can't it?
Yeah.
And they'll steer clear of them.
Yeah, so no, we're thoroughly looking forward to both brands arriving.
Yeah. So as soon as they arrive, you're doing some videos?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, we'll have to have a competition who can get the first video out then. Right, it's been great talking to you. And I definitely want to talk to you again once you get to your 100,000 subscribers.
Thank you very much, Luke.
Thank you.